You will be shocked as US government under pressure to pronounce IPOB as a terrorist group. Some people in Nigeria have gone ahead and they are pressurizing the US government to recognize and see IPOB group as a terrorist group. Can you imagine? The real ones are being, I mean, this is called when we say we're diverting attention. This is what is happening. Okay, when attentions are being diverted, are being turned, eyes are being turned on the other way to, pretend like what is there is not there. In Nigeria today, even if you have asked a 5-year-old child who these real people are, they will tell you. If you ask a 5-year-old child who these real people are, the real people who are causing all the atrocities in this country, who put down a military plane, who can do this and that, the child will tell you. Yet, Nigerian government, some persons are putting pressure on the US to declare IPOB. Can you imagine? The problem of IPOB is that they want out of the country. They want out of Nigeria. They want their own republic. That's the sin they've committed. That's the grievous sin. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. US government under pressure to designate and describe IPOB as terrorist group. There seemed to be a coordinated media campaign to force the United States government to declare IPOB terrorist group. Leading the charge is one Ivy Sackham, an academician in the Public and International Affairs Department of the University of Batman. Shakam had taken to a global newspaper to list major pros for the US authority on why IPOB should be designed and called a terrorist group. Washington, a report by this day newspaper indicate that there is a mounting on pressure on the United States government to designate. Shakum has also taken a global newspaper to list major pros for the US authorities on why IPOB should be described as a terrorist group. A Washington newspaper report on by this day indicates that there is a mounting pressure on the United States government to designate the IPOB people of Biafrans as terrorist group. According to the report, an article in the Washington Times recently called on US authority to describe IPOB as terror organization following acts of violence and mindless killing linked to the sectionist group. The article noted that IPOB currently have currently sued the US Secretary of State Tony Blair and Defense Minister in the US federal courts. The piece, written by the executive director of the School of Public and International Affairs of the University of Baltimore, expressed displeasure at the violence and it has petitioned the US on violence section group IPOB yet to be designed as a foreign terrorist organization. Shakun continues to send articles upon articles, publication as to when the US will be declaring IPOB as an international terrorist group. So there is one Shakun, I don't know where he's from, but his major work right now is propagation against the IPOB that it must be called a terrorist group. So what he's doing right now is sending out articles, papers upon papers and saying that IPOB has done A, B, C, D, Z. And so the government of the US must call them, for instance, whether you like it or not. Nigerian government may not want to declare it, but you and I know that even Fulani headsmen has been declared fourth deadliest group in the world. Although with Nigerian government, they are still bandits. But in the indexes of the world is another ball game altogether. So when you see what is going on, you understand why whoever this person is. And funny enough, if you go back to the bottom and you really look at the whole issue and you really, look at it clearly and closely, you will understand. Yes, you will understand that there are people fueling this. Yeah, because IPOB main problem, I must tell you, is that they want out. They are tired of every and anything, that has to do with Nigeria, because they feel seriously marginalized, neglected, and I mean, they're not feeling like part of Nigeria at all. The straw that broke the camel's back has to now do with, especially the Fulani's intrusion into people's space. And guess what? The federal government absolutely silent about it. And we're not talking about them stealing or carrying out any of those vices. This is taking human life. And guess what? Nigerian government have nothing to say. In fact, there is no punishment. Yeah, there is no punishment there's no consequences for their actions. That's how terrible things are. There is no consequences whatsoever for their actions. And so how do you expect people to continue to live in that kind of environment? How do you really expect that? How do you expect that? So these are some of the things ongoing, and Nigerians are just watching. Nigerians are just watching. So I mean, it's really a very worrying situation when you look at it. There is one person down there who is just, saying, yes, so they must be declared this, da, 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 da. But why? Why? What have they done to you? Why? What is the problem? Why? What's the main issue? So this is where we are. This is what is going on. Some persons have taken it upon themselves to ensure that IPOB are declared, blah, 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 blah. Because they feel that they've done one thing, they've done the other thing. I mean, why we do not say anybody should please get into any form of violence or do any of such thing. It is right that these issues are addressed so that it does not escalate any further. It is right that these issues are looked into. Examine what is the cause, why are people agitated, what can we do, how do we sort out this matter, how do we make people feel included. They don't feel out of place. What do we do? How do we bring this? These are things to consider as a leader. However, we don't have such leaders in this country. The leaders we have are those who are ready to do whatever it takes, however they do it. They don't care. And it's quite sad, you see. Very sad. Honestly sad, you see. So, I mean, these are some of the things ongoing. These are some of the things going on. And the Southeast governors are not even, helping matters. They're not even helping matters. They're not. You see. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.